My arbour. Today I've been clearing it out because although it is gorgeous outside my house, it is a bit windy today, and I thought this would be the perfect place for me to write. So, see that old bit of rug there? That's from my old office, my old house. Let me pull this out a little bit. There you go. I've taken that out, taken tables and chairs out. Where Jarvie is, see, I don't know if you can see. Let me a bit closer. That's all wood, isn't it, Jar? That was in here as well. We've smoothed out. Oh, sorry, I'm just putting a couple of things down. We've smoothed out. Levelled it is the words. Is what I'm trying to say. This lights up at night, so at night I'm going to have a lot more lights out here, but at night the lights go from the left all the way over and down where you see the pole where there's a lot of ivy, and there's also honeysuckle. Jarvie's checking out what I've got in there, which I will show you in a minute. Sweet peas are growing. My mower has to be taken away. That was in a garage for years. It's very old. That box there is one of the things that was in there, full of water, because of course it's outside. That lovely copper thing, I think it's supposed to be a fish steamer, but it's actually not. It's more a decorational one. Held those old bottles. So back in the day in Jersey, we had a lot of local dairies. What does that say? And that says Horlicks. But what does this one say? No. That one. FJ somebody or other and son. There is one there somewhere. Maybe it's inside. That was Tangies. That was a local dairy, small local dairy. So I've got a few bottles there. So this is my very overgrown bit right at the top. That at the back there is my Christmas tree. I have planted a few things in here. The little olive you see in front of you there, that was taken from a tub that I've now put other things in. That's a skimmia that my brother, I've shown you that before, my brother very kindly brought from his garden. There's a rose. That was from my mum and sister. This was full of daffodils. There is the odd little plant you can see there, but it's very, very overgrown, as you can see. I haven't got to here yet. I've done very little with it. Planted a few bits. A little camellia that was again in a pot somewhere. So I'm slowly making this nice. This will be a different project. It does need watering, but although I watered the rest of the garden today, no, don't dig. I could only get up to this far, where Rue is. My ceanothus I bought a few weeks ago is coming along nicely, and this was here. This allium, I believe. Oh no, it's not. It's I've got others of them. That was here already. So a few little things. I'm going to try and climb over. I've also got a few brambles. So, as you can see, my carrots are coming along really well. Very pleased with those, and the peas are slowly growing up. I have sweet peas among the peas, I'm not sure why. I've had most of my radishes. There's still a few there, and weirdly, having not really eaten radishes very much before, I've now discovered that one of my favourite things is radish sliced thinly on white bread with a little bit of mayonnaise. Oh my word, so delicious. My herbs are doing beautifully well. I'm very excited about those. And yes, one of my girls will be over in the next month or so. She does the most amazing cooking. She's from Lebanon. Her cooking is the tastiest cooking I swear I've ever eaten. You are full, but you sort of feel clean inside somehow. It's absolutely delicious. And she uses a lot of herbs. And when I showed her the photo of the herbs, she said, "Oh, are you enjoying cooking with them?" And I had to admit, I've done very little with them because I like looking at them, smelling them. I'm not a very creative cook, but I will do. She's determined that I will be, I think, and I will do. So there's a rue again displaying a lovely rose. That's a rose my sister got me when my little dog Max died years ago. This is, as you can see, I've grown a few brambles. A beautiful acer looking lovely. Some flowers slowly coming along. A climbing rose that my mum bought me. It actually is growing slowly. Somebody's emptying something just down the road. But it's sort of things slowly coming to life. It's been so dry here. Little sweet peas, everything's slow, but it will get there. A little jasmine there. Yes, and then I will show you. These are old bulbs. They were really old, but I planted them anyway, and I think I'll probably have one tulip. I know we're past the time. I've got other things planted in there as well. There's my little boy, who's doing very well. He had a checkup with the nurse yesterday at the vet's, and she's very pleased with how his little gums are healing. My first poppy. Oh, I love poppies. Look at that. Look at that blue sky. Isn't that gorgeous? And I will show you how my window boxes are getting on. My lovely son's inside making me a cup of tea. And there we go. Isn't that lovely? Slowly getting there. There we go. Very exciting. Right, now I shall take you back. Oh, hello, Jean. Take you back and I will show you. Oh, sorry, please. I will show you. My brother has lent me his strimmer to trim this lawn, which I've done a little bit of. I've got to do a lot more. So here we go. I've never had one of these before, an outside rug for out here. Crikey, excuse me, doing it with one hand. Not the most dexterous person at the best of times. I've got a little bumblebee there. My sister bought me that a few years ago. I used to have that in my conservatory. So I'm going to be putting the rug down, and I don't know what side I'll do. I think I'll do the white, maybe, probably green, and we'll see how that works. I should have thought to bring my, excuse me, Jean. Move, Jean. Thanks for your help, Jean. Should have thought to bring. He's got to investigate absolutely everything. Move your bum. Jean, move your bum. Move. Let me do. Good boy. Out the way. Out the way. Out the way. Oh, let's do it this way. I didn't think this through very well, did I? Should have brought my stand to put my camera on. So actually I had two hands. Right, I think it's upside down. I'm going to have to do it the other way. Okay, here we go. And then I shall put... What are you doing, Jean? I need to put the table on there. Moving myself doing this today is because, although it's very warm and very lovely, it is windy. And I don't want to be sitting in the sun. I want to be sitting in the shade. So I'll do the other 3 chairs in a bit. But there we go. I'm going to have an umbrella up. I will share a snippet of that later when I've done it. And then, as I mentioned before, where my little metal light is, my beehive light, that is going to be my living room. Old chandelier will be put up there. Cannot wait. And I'll obviously put loads of lights in there. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed my little visit.